Okay, ano yung nabitin nung last segment natin?
Yung kung may request po sila sa training, kailangan lang sila magsulat at tumawag sa aming regional director. So si regional director naman po namin, si Mr. Jose B. Patalinjug III, yun po ang aming bagong regional director ngayon, sir.
Saan yan?
Po,
NCR?
sa NCR po.
Ano ulit ang apelido?
Mr. Jose B. Patalinjug III. Patalinjug.
Hug, J-U-G.
J-U-G.
Patalinhug or Patalinjug?
Opo.
Kung Pilipinong pronunciation,
Patalinhug.
Oh, okay, Patalinhug.
Ginagawa namin jug kasi namamali sila na spelling pag sila yung nagsusulat sa amin.
Okay,
Opo.
okay.
Opo. Siya po yung pumalit doon sa aming dating
Kay
director,
Fortuno.
yung inyo pong kay Dr.
Okay.
Fortuna. Opo. Sulat lang po sila kay director. And si director naman, full support siya sa mga, kung ano yung pangangailangan ng ating, hindi lang yung MSME, pati yung mga community po.
Okay. So before we go on to the Science for Change, this also occurred to me now to ask, every year ba meron kayong ina-award na innovator or mga entrepreneurs nyo?
Meron
you
po.
mentioned somebody, a couple ba this year?
For this year, ang in-award po namin ay gumagawa siya ng mga capacitor banks, tapos yung mga power cables, power trays. Yun po,
Power cables, kable ng kuryente?
Opo.
Okay.
Opo. And then yung mga...
Kala ko malalaking enterprises yung mga power cables na malalaking planta.
Siya po ay medium enterprise na siya ngayon.
Medium.
Pero nung nagsimula po siya, micro lang siya.
Okay.
Oo, sa katagalan dahil...
Anong pangalan yan?
EG Energy Corporation.
EG Energy. Sinong bumibili ng mga produkto niya, halimbawa?
Institutional po ito, yung mga malalakihan, mga kumpanya na malalaki ang nabili sa kanya. Kasi siya yung nagsiset up doon sa mga kumpanya. So medyo mga nasa medium to large ang kanyang kliyente na ngayon.
Okay.
Pero nagsimula siya ng maliit.
Magandang ma-interview at matanong kung how did he grow his business, no? Later on, I'll ask about what about exporters na? Meron bang naging exporters na?
Meron
mula
din
sa
po.
mga inalagaan nyo?
Opo, marami din po. Yung mga nasa food, lalo na yung mga nasa food, naging exporters po sila. Kasi gumanda yung quality, gumanda yung packaging, humahaba yung shelf life. Importante yung shelf life kasi doon sa mga in-export na product. So marami po sa kanila nakapag-export market. Yung iba man na meron ng initial export market, lumawak lalo yung export market nila.
Magandang maimbita din sila para makita ng audience at totoo pala to. Tao talaga itong pinag-uusapan na naging successful.
I-arrange namin yan, sir.
Kasi we have to fire up the imagination of our entrepreneurs or potential entrepreneurs out there. Okay, let's move on to that subject we scheduled here. No? Science for Change, the R&D centers, at saka yung cradle. Ano itong tatlong bagay na to?
So, meron po kaming launch ngayon sa pamumuno po ng aming secretary, si Secretary Fortunato T, yung aming pong tinatawag na Science for Change program. So, may iba-iba din po itong mga parte. Una is yung tinatawag namin na expansion ng mga R&D agenda.
Research and Development Agenda.
Opo, na pwedeng gawin ng ating mga academic institutions. Both yung private po at both yung mga state-owned na universities and colleges. So, pinopromote po namin yun sa kanila. Pangalawa po, part din nito yung tinatawag namin na NICER o Niche Centers for Research and Development in the Regions. So, ang ginagawa po namin dito sa pakikipagtulungan sa mga academic institutions, mag-identify kami ng isang sektor na kailangan sa regional development at maggagawa tayo ng isang R&D center para ma-develop yung sektor
Halimbawa,
na yun.
isang probinsya na may special na produkto, ano kaya yan? Meron ka bang maisip?
Kasama po sa mga pinag-iisipan nilang R&D center sa mga probinsya, yung nandoon sa tinatawag ng PICARD na kanilang priority crops. So, yun po.
So bawat probinsya may priority crop
region,
na yan.
actually po. Sa region siya ini-establish.
Halimbawa, naalala ko isang region na may specialty, yung Iloilo, yung that region, yung mga daeng. Di ba marami dyan?
Hindi nila sinama yung daing. Isa sa mga kasama ay seaweed. Yun.
Seaweed. Tama.
Seaweed.
I saw something here about the Karajinan for
yes, that's
for
part
livestock,
of that program.
Tanong ko nga, paano ba papasok ang seaweed? O anong tawag dyan? Lumot, ano ba sa Tagalog ng seaweed? Damong dagat.
Damong dagat.
Damong dagat, sabihin natin. Ayun, naisip ko nga, baka feeds, no? Feeds nga.
Marami kasi sila nakikitang applications ngayon sa damong dagat, bukod doon as fertilizer, meron pa siyang application sa medicinal applications. May kasama rin po siya. Merong mga na-develop yung aming Philippine Nuclear Research Institute na gumagamit ng mga from Karajinan, ginagamit siya as sa burn ointments and burn patches.
Okay.
So,
I always distract you. So, nasa R&D centers na ba tayo?
Yes,
o
opo.
Science for
For
Change?
Change program. So,
Tapos
bukod
na ba
po
tayo
dun
doon?
sa R&D center sa bawat region, ito po siguro maganda ito para doon sa mga nasa business sa atin, yung mga nagmamanufacture talaga. Dahil part po ng aming Science for Change program, yung tinatawag namin na CRADLE, or Collaborative Research and Development to Leverage Philippine Economy. Medyo mahaba yung aming...
Gusto nating iangat ang Philippine economy,
Opo.
lever, meaning, kung baga sa jack ibubuhat mo yung kabila with the
bubuhat
lever.
natin
No?
sila. Opo. So, ang kagandahan po nitong programa na ito, kasi gusto rin ng DOST na yung mga pinupunduhan niyang research and development, which our higher education institutions do, may pag-a-applyan talaga sa industry. Para hindi yung mga R&D na ginagawa ng ating mga...
Na wala namang pinupuntahan.
Oo, may
Practical,
paggagamitan
practical
talaga,
ito.
practical. So ito po sa CRADLE, ang requirement namin dito, pag maggagawa ng research proposal, itong higher education institution, kasama na niya kaagad ang isang business o isang enterprise o industry sector sa paggawa ng proposal. So para sigurado po tayo na itong industry sector na to ay may gagamitin niya talaga yung R&D na ginawa ng ating mga higher education institution. So, ang sinasabi kasi ng iba, kulang yung linkage between the academe and the industry, academe and RDIs natin and the industry. So, ito po ang CRADLE program. So hopefully po, ma-strengthen lalo yung relasyon ng ating academic institutions and research and development institutions with the industry, with the CRADLE program.
Okay. So, with the remaining time we have, I think we have 2-3 minutes. Balikan natin para ma-sum up natin yung National Science and Technology Week, no? Again, to remind the audience, July 17, simula sa Lunes, hanggang 21 ng July, no? And this is at the World Trade Center, Ross Boulevard. Anong tema niya? Science for the people.
Science for the people.
Science for the people. No? Innovation for collective prosperity. Of course, ang Pilipinas at ang mundo ay pumapasok sa isang peligrosong panahon, the trade war. Nagsimula sa July 6, nagpataw ng 25% tariff sa maraming produkto ng China si Trump ng US, no? Now, importante yan sa aspect of science and technology dahil 16% I think of our exports is electronic components to China na ang China naman sinasama sa mga assembly nila na exported to the US. So tatamaan tayo kung ito'y tuloy-tuloy at lumalala, no? There is also the potential danger in the coming months na dahil doon sa Iran versus Trump, masara yung Straits of Hormuz. Medyo malayo na ito sa DOST. Pero yan talagang kasama sa mga hamon na haharapin natin, no? Kung lumala itong sitwasyon. No? But I was going to point this out, that science and technology is our way out. No?
Yes.
Di ba? Yung mga exports natin will depend a lot on our development ng ating applicable science and technology. Well, let's hope for many of us, we begin our consciousness and awareness of science and technology in the country sa National Science and Technology Week. Anong mga final appeal mo or information?
Iniimbitahan namin yung lahat, sir, to the National Science and Technology Week na gagawin natin sa July 17 to 21 sa World Trade Center. So makikita pa natin dito ano yung mga possible technologies na pwede natin magamit if you're a businessman or ano are the technologies that we're actually already using sa ating mga bahay-bahay. And makita natin talaga yung impact ng science and technology sa ating socio-economic development. And sabi nga ninyo, sir, science and technology would really play a big part if we want to be, if we want to hurdle yung mga darating na mga laban or wars dito sa ating buhay. And makikita nila how science and technology helps doon sa aming NSTW celebration. And again, the DOST is just there to help yung ating mga businesses. We're just a phone call away. So 837-3162. They could also look at our website sa dost.gov.ph para makita ko ano yung mga ginagawa ng DOST na nakakatulong sa komunidad, hindi lang sa komunidad, but also to our businesses.
Yeah. Well, may I invite you to a radio program that I am part of. This is over 7:38 a.m. every day, Monday to Friday. Pero maaga to, 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. But you can arrive at 6 a.m.
We would appreciate that,
5 to 6 a.m. Agriculture. Ano? Pero may papel din naman kayo sa agriculture eh.
Yes po,
Di ba?
yung aming isang council, Philippine Council for Agriculture.
Maybe we
Aquatic
can
and
arrange that
Research.
they join us sa radio program na yun.
Oh, yes po, yes po.
But for the Science and Technology Week, maybe we can invite you or your other representatives, or maybe even by phone your Secretary De La Peña ba?
Sige,
De La
sir, we
Peña,
will try to arrange
or
that.
your regional chief, si Dr. Montoya o Montoya.
Montoya.
Yeah, and so on. Because I really feel na kulang ang kaalaman ng publiko tungkol sa DOST. So marami tayong gagawin, Roms, para ma-inform ang publiko natin at maparami ang bibisita dito sa Science and Technology Week sa World Trade Center. No? Okay. And so we'll arrange that. Is that all that you have for today?
Oh, yes po, sir.
Okay.
And we really thank po then Sir GNN and both you, Sir Laurel, for giving us an opportunity to promote yung programs.
Well, in fact, I want to arrange that this becomes a regular part, at least for 1 year. For 1 year, kasi we have 45 weeks in a year. If that's 45 shows, kung 15 minutes, hindi pa siguro matatapos lahat ng mga pwedeng interviewin dyan na para mapakita sa publiko yung success ng DOST with the people and for our economy. So with that, I think we have enough discussion material sa tahanan, sa mga eskwelahan, and there will be more once you visit the National Science and Technology Week. By the way, do you have an ASEAN program to work together on science and technology?
Yes po.
Diba? Meron din ang
Meron po. And si aming secretary also works with the ASEAN community for collaborative programs.
So in the 10-nation ASEAN, where do you rank the Philippines now in terms of development nito? Can you, well, I hope we're ahead of Laos, Cambodia.
We're ahead of Laos, sir. We're
Indonesia.
ahead of Cambodia.
Pantay tayo
medyo
ng
nagpapantay na tayo
sa Indonesia. Alam mo, yung sabi mo, nagpapantay na tayo. Medyo dehado tayo doon. We were advanced in Asia in the 1950s. We were in the number 2 economy. Bumagsak tayo na malayo, pero mabuti naman bumabangon na tayo ulit. No? With the help of the Department of Science and Technology, we hope we achieve all these. And you've been there 10 years. No? What do you note in the last minute na forward-looking activities of the present administration? You don't have to answer if you don't want. But it's an opportunity to highlight kung anong improvement. No?
May improvement naman. And I think we really have to focus also doon sa mga agencies that are really doing their best. So, although there are problems in the way that the government is run, of course, kasi meron naman talagang nothing is perfect, and there will also always be points for improvement. But there are a lot of agencies na nandoon lang yung tulong. Kaya lang, ang nangyari lang na tatabunan ng pansin because there are other agencies na mas nagfo-float sa media. But there and if only these agencies that are really doing their best would be given an opportunity to really promote their services.
That's why I'm offering our Global News Network opportunities for you. So with that, maraming salamat po, and we hope we will have regular information bulletins from the DOST. Maraming salamat and have a good weekend.